Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a video for lesson day number 93, and it's something called two-way tables. So at this point, you actually already watched the Edpuzzle video on two-way tables, so you should be a little bit more familiar about what they look like, kind of how to complete them, and how to do the math to get all the missing numbers. So we're going to actually spend 3 days on two-way tables. Each day will get a little more difficult. Today we're going to do the basics. You definitely need a calculator for today. And here we go. So a two-way table is similar to a Venn diagram, and that's obviously why you noticed today's do now was the Venn diagram. A two-way table shows data that pertains to two different categories. So remember, I've said this word before. If it's two different categories, that's something called bivariate data or bivariate data. So the prefix bi means two. Definitely remember that for your quiz. The data from one sample group is shown as it relates to two different categories. So basically this first example, I just used the information from the do now to kind of show you how really two-way tables is just the 8th grade version of what you did for do nows. And basically instead of using circles, we're using, I guess, rectangles, you can say, but it's kind of the same exact thing. The same information from the Venn diagram from the do now can be shown in the two-way table where one category, this is going to be an important word, represented by rows. Okay, so this is going to be really, really important. So this word row has to do with these ones right here. Okay, these are your row titles. So rows go straight across. Okay, and then it says the other category is represented by the columns. So that would be these ones right here. These are going to be your column totals. Okay, so basically instead of like on the Venn diagram, we had the circle that represented the foreign language and sport. Now we have kind of like rows and titles, rows and columns. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to teach you how to do right now is how to take the information from a Venn diagram and put it into what's called your two-way table, okay? So basically what you want to do is, and it doesn't really matter if you start by rows or columns. It's really a preference, and I'll probably switch it up every time I do it, and then you just pick which way you like. So I'm going to start with the rows. So I have this title right here, take a foreign language, and this one right here, play a sport, and they intersect for this rectangle right here. So how many kids take a foreign language and also play a sport? That number should go right here. Remember before, you already answered that question for me. How many of them did both? You told me it was 14. And that's going to be the same thing here. Okay, now how many, so I'm going to continue this way. Now how many, and this is the row that I'm in the take a foreign language row. So how many take a foreign language? Now I'm going to go to this heading, do not play a sport. So take a foreign language, and that's basically asking for only, but do not play a sport, and that's 23. And now total, think about what does total mean in math. Total means to add. So if I add 14 plus 23 in my calculator, I'm going to get 37. Okay, and that's actually should make sense because before I said how many students take a foreign language, okay, and that meant in total. And that was, we added the 23 and the 14. 23 and 14, that got us the same answer as before, 37. All right, so now let's keep going. I guess I'll keep going with the rows because that's how I started. But you can start with the columns. It is up to you. All right, so do not take, so this box right here, okay, this rectangle is the intersection of does not take a foreign language and plays a sport. So how many people don't take a foreign language? So we can't really look in this circle, but they do play a sport. Okay, so that's kind of this number right here. That was our only. All right, so keep going. Do not take a foreign language and do not play a sport. So that's those two intersect right here. So those people that do not do anything at all, remember that's this number right here. Do not do anything at all. Okay, now to get, again, total means to add. So 10 plus 3 is 13. Now you notice this last one is total. Here's how we're going to get those last numbers. Okay, this total is for those that play a sport. So now I'm going to add the numbers vertically. So 14 plus 10 in the calculator, that would give me 24. And again, that makes sense what we did before. We said before how many people were in this orange circle. That was our 10 and our 14, and that was 24. So I'm going to add, again, I want the total that did not play a sport. So 23 plus 3 is 26. And now for this one, I can actually add this way, or I can add this way. But now, no matter how I add, I will get 50. And this number right here is the total that were surveyed, the total that was asked. So that should always match the total for everybody, which it does. So I just want to show you how a two-way table, even though it is a little bit more complicated, is really just, you know, another form of what you guys are used to with your Venn diagrams, okay? All right, so today we're mostly going to just work with ones that are filled in a little bit, and we're going to do the math to fill out. It's kind of almost like a puzzle. And then the tougher ones here are like what you saw in your Ed puzzle, where you have to fill in the numbers first before you do your math. All right, so here you go. Make sure you have your calculator. So Bob carried out a survey of 100 people. Remember, this total here in this column will always be the total for the table. So total amount, okay? So again, we want to just fill in the information, and you can go by rows or by columns. So I think this time I'll do by columns, since before I started by rows. So I'll just switch it up. Okay, so here I have tea bags, packet tea, instant tea, and total. 50 grams, 100 grams, 200 grams, and total. So now to get this total right here, this would be the total of the tea bags. So all I'm going to do is add up to 35 and 15, because I have all the information I need for that, that column. So add those all up, and I get 15. All right, so now this one, packet tea and total. So I have what 50 grams represents. I have 100 grams. I'm missing the 200 grams, but I do have my total. So this is the first one where you have to figure out numerically one of the things that are inside the column, but not the total. Think of this as almost like an X. So if you had to figure out a missing term for me, you would have set up an equation. You would have did 0 plus 20 plus X is 25. And then you would basically add those two numbers together. And then how would I get this value right here? How would I figure out the missing value is? Well, you would subtract and get X equals 5. So this answer is 5. So now instead of just doing all of that work, you can actually just take a shortcut. You could just add up in your head 20 plus 0, which is 20, and then just do 25 minus 20. You really don't have to show any work at all for this. It is okay. All right, next column. You notice I've got way too many missing boxes. If you have 4 boxes, you need to have at least 3 of them filled in to get out, to figure out a missing value. So I have to skip that. Here, again, I have way too many empty boxes, so I'm skipping that. All right, so now we go back the other way. Now we finish up rows. So I have enough, right? I only need 1 missing. I have 3 and 1 missing, so I'm good. So to get my total for this row, I'm just going to add 2 plus 0 plus 5, and that should give me 7. Okay, now my next row, I have 35 plus 20. Remember, this is like that X. Okay, so what you're really doing is 35 plus 20 plus X equals 60. And how would you do your math? You guys, regular algebra, you would add those together, and that would give you 55 plus X. And then, okay, how would you solve for that X? I would subtract 55. And I would get 5. But again, you don't have to show me all of this work on the side. You just take the terms that you have, which are 35 and 20, and you add them up and you get 55. And to get the missing value, you subtract it from your total. So 60 minus 55 is 5. Okay, again, you don't have to show this work. All right, next row. Nope, I've got too many blanks. That is no good. I can only have 1 blank. Last row. 52 and 25. Again, here's my unknown. So without any work, I'm just going to add up my 52 and 25. Okay, those were the parts of the types of tea. And 52 and 25 gives me 77. And then I want to take that value away from my total. I want to know what's left over. So 100 minus 77 is 23. Okay, I've got 2 more to go. Again, I still can't go this way. The row is no good. I've got too many missing. So now I'm going to go back to my column. So just focus on this column right here. I need 5 plus 5 plus something. It's got to give me a total of 23. So all of these together have to add to 23. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10. And if you take 23 and subtract 10 from it, you get your 13. And here, 7 plus 6 is 67. My total is 100. 100 minus 67 would give you 33. So this is what your two-way table looks like. So again, this is going to go a lot quicker, you know, when you guys are doing this, once you get the hang of it, because we're going to go kind of slow in the beginning because I'm teaching it. But again, you can either start by row or start by column. Some of them will, if you pick a row versus a column, might go a little bit quicker. It just really depends. All right, let's keep practicing, keep practicing. So now this one has us filling in and then doing an extra question. So it's going to step it up a little bit. So we have 80 12-year students, each study one science. And all right, so now we're looking at biology, chemistry, and physics. Those are going to be your column titles. And then you have your female, male, and total. Okay, I think I wrote here totals. This should be column titles. Sorry about that, column titles. All right, so these are your column titles, and these are your row titles. Don't forget those words. All right, this one, I guess we'll start by column because I'll switch it up. All right, so again, I have 3 boxes this time, and I have 2 unknowns. That's not good. I can only have 1. This column, no good. Okay, I can do this column. So you know the total is 33. So what plus 19 is 33? We just do the inverse operation, and we get 14. All right, I can do this one. I only have 1 unknown. That's good. 47 plus what is 80? Or 80 minus 47 is 33. All right, still can't do this, still can't do this. So now I've got to go to switch it up to the rows. So 18 plus an unknown plus 14 equals 47. So start with 18 plus 14. And that's 32, right? Because it's really what you're doing. You're doing 18 plus x plus 14 equals 47. You're essentially just solving an equation like you guys are used to. So that'd be 32 plus x equals 47. Subtract, subtract. So 47 minus 32 will get you 15. Again, no need to do all of this work. You can do it right in the calculator. If you want to do it, go ahead. All right, so this way, no, I still can't do that. I still have 2 unknowns. That's no good. I can only have 1. Oh, this one I could do. So something plus 21, right, because you're focusing like this. Something plus 21 plus 33 equals your total. Okay, so my unknown plus 21 plus 33 equals my total. So I just do 21 and 33, which is 54. So now you're up to something plus 54 equals 80. And just do 80 minus that total of 54. And you get 26, right? Because 26, I can just check it right here. 26 plus 21 plus 33 should give you the total of 80, which it does. All right, am I done? Nope, almost done. Okay, so again, this still won't work for the row, but I can do the column now because I have 1 unknown. So 18 plus something is 26. So 26 minus 18 is 8. 15 plus something is 21. So 21 minus 15 is 6. And there you go. It's all filled in. So now we want to just go ahead and solve for this fraction. So you want to write down the probability. So for these, we're going to be doing fractions in 8th grade. And don't forget that word ratio is fancy for fractions. All right, write down the probability that the students studied physics. Student study physics. So a student, notice it didn't say only, so that we want total. And physics, again, didn't say anything, so we want total. So where was our total number of students here? What was the total number for the whole entire thing? Remember, that's this one right here. So that's going to be 80. And this is going to be your denominator. This is the number that you are going to divide by. And then it says total people that studied physics. Okay, again, it doesn't say total, so you assume, like our Venn diagram, total that was physics. So watch how I'm going to do this. I'm going to look for physics, but now how do I know? Is it 14, 19, or 33? Well, again, I want that word total. So physics is here. Total is here. Where do they intersect? They intersect right there. So that is my number, 33. And it doesn't say to divide or anything like that, so you can leave it as a fraction. So this was your 33 over your 80. All right, number 4. 80 students, each study 1 to 3 languages, information. All right, so this one we're just completing. So I'll start with row this time to switch it up. So this first row, too many unknowns, no good. Too many unknowns, no good. Oh, I just got one missing, so I'm good. So 31 plus 28. 31 plus 28 is 59. So 59 plus something is 80. So do the inverse, 80 minus 59, and that's going to give us 21. Okay, now I'm going to go back and do my columns. So 15 plus something equals, remember your total is always your equals, always your equals. 15 plus something is 31. So 31 minus 15 is 16. Okay, something plus 17 is 28, right? Your German female, we need to figure that out, plus your German male should give you your total German. So something plus 17 is 28. 28 minus 17 is 11. Okay, this is two unknowns. That's no good. That one's already done, so now I got to go back this way. I have one unknown, so I have to go back to my rows. So 15 plus 11 plus something equals 39. So 15 plus 11 is 26. So these together is 26. 26 plus an unknown is 39. So 39 minus 26 gets you 13. And now really here, it's really up to you. You can go this way and do your rows, or go this way and do your columns. Which one is better? I guess this way, because it's really, I don't have to add and then subtract. Here I'm just subtracting. 21 minus 13 is 8. All right, that one is done. Hopefully that one went a little quicker. All right, number 5. Maybe you can maybe stop the video at this point. Maybe try this one on your own. Let's see if you can fill in the numbers by yourself, and then come back and check out your answers. All right, so hopefully you were able to fill this out by yourself. So let's go through this. I'm going to do columns this time. So too many, no good. Okay, here we go. 18 minus 9 is 9. 60 minus 34 is 26. So let's see. This is still no good. Oh, I can do this row now. I have 15 plus an unknown plus 9 is going to give me 26. So 15 plus 9 is 24. 26 minus 24 is 2, right? Because 15 plus 2 is 17. And then 17 plus 9 will get that total of 26. All right, this way, an unknown plus 25 plus 18 is 60. So 25 and 18 is 43. And then 60 minus 43 is 17, because 17 plus 25 plus 18 is 26. All right, now I'm just going to do my columns so it's a little bit quicker. So again, my column headings are these ones. These are the columns headings or titles. France, Germany, and Spain. And then these are my rows. These are my rows. These are my columns. So this would be 2, because 2 plus 15 gets me 17. This would be 23, because 23 plus 2 is 25. And those are already done. All right, probabilities for one other fraction. That the student, so now we're looking for total students. And that's going to be your denominator. And then, oh, I just realized in this one, sorry, just realized this one I didn't write numerator. So the physics was your numerator. I apologize. Physics was your numerator, and total students was your denominator. All right, so this one is that. And then Germany is going to be your numerator. And again, notice it doesn't say the word total. So just like here with our Venn diagram, we assume they're saying total. All right, so here, what's the total number always? Where is that total value for everyone surveyed? It is right here. Notice it does also say it right there. So your denominator is going to be 60. And then your numerator is going to be the total that visited Germany. Okay, so again, how do we figure that out? Here's Germany. All right, here's Germany, and here is total. So where do they intersect? They intersect right there at that number. So that is your value. Okay, now unlike the last one, which was 33 over 80, 33 ABC 80, right? That was the last fraction we did. And this one I just showed you. That one did not reduce, but this one does. So always check. So 25 ABC 60 does give us 512. So I would always check and make sure that it reduces. And if it does, go ahead and reduce it. All right. So now the last couple of questions are going to be a tad bit more difficult. This is going to be more similar to what you saw in that Ed puzzle where the woman was reading about, and I have it here, the MP3 players and stuff, and took the numbers from the words and made the two-way table. So unlike here where some of the numbers are already there, we have to fill the numbers ourselves and then get the rest. So definitely getting a little more difficult now. All right, so let's go little by little. Mrs. Rumbo surveyed 35 students in her class. So stop there. So that means this is the total people that I surveyed. Okay, so total for the table. Where does that always go? Where does the total for the whole entire thing go? That's right here. Okay, again, total for class. All right, so that one is done. She asked them who collected a cell phone and who owned an MP3 player. I don't even know if you know what MP3 players are. 20 students owned a cell phone. Now notice it doesn't say the word only. It doesn't say only 20 students. So just like the do now, we assume this means total. Okay, so total cell phone. 20 students total owned a cell phone. Okay, so here's how you're going to figure that out. So you look for total and cell phone. Okay, this is MP3 player. That's your column headings. Your row headings are your cell phone. So I'm going to go to cell phone and I want the total. So I'm going to keep going until I hit the box that says total, and that is right there. Okay, so that means 20 cell phone people in total. All right, let's keep going. And out of those, 15 owned an MP3. All right, out of who? Who are they even talking about? Those students. Who are they talking about? Talking about those students. So this means cell phone and MP3. Cell phone and MP3. So together, both, that would be 15. All right, keep it going. 22 students owned an MP3 player. Again, just like the do now, it does not say only. So you assume total. So this is total and MP3. Okay, total and MP3. So I'm going to go to my MP3 and I'm only going to focus on this column. And I'm going to keep going down until I see the word total. Where's the word total? Here it is. So that should be 22. And okay, so I think that's my last number. Yep, that's my last number. So I'm just going to quick do the math to get the rest. So 15 plus something is 22. So 22 minus 15 is 7. Okay, I'm actually going to jump over to here. So 22 plus something is 35 because the bottom's always turtle. Oh my God, I keep saying turtle. Total. 35 minus 20 is 15. All right, so I can't do this one, so now I've got to go to row. 15 plus something is 20, so that's 5, right? Because 15 plus 5 is 20. 7 plus something is 15, or 15 minus 7 is 8. And then 22 plus something is 35. 35 minus 22 is your 13. All right, so that one is done. All right, last couple. Again, these should go a lot quicker the better you get at them. Mary surveyed the students in her cafeteria. She found out 38 males agree with the new cafeteria rules. So notice our rows are males, females, and total. And our columns are agree, do not agree, and total. Okay, so we're starting off with our first one is 38 males agree. So this is male and agree. So male and agree, that would go right here. Okay, that one's done. With the new rules, while 70 do not. Who is the 70 even referring to? What 70? Well, it's in the same exact sentence as this one, so we assume it's male. So male and do not. So we're still going with the males. I need to keep going till I see do not, and that's right there. So that one is done. Okay, keep it going. There were 92 females surveyed. So again, notice it doesn't say anything else about them. If it says nothing else about them, you assume it's total. So total female. So female, keep going till you see the column that says total, which is this one. So females and total, they intersect right there. All right, and 41 of them. Who's them? Who is them? Well, it's the same exact sentence as female. So this is going to be female, and this is going to be agree. So female with agree, that intersects right here. And there you go. And that's our last number. Now we quick do the math. So 38 plus 41 is 79. I can't do this column, can't do this column. So now I'm going to do row. So I have 38 and I want the total. So if you are getting a total, you are not subtracting. You are simply adding. So if you are getting a total, you are only adding. So 38 plus 70 is 108. Okay, notice here I already have my total, so that's when you subtract. Okay, so 92 minus 41 is 51. All right, I can't go this way. Now let's go this way. 70 and 51 is 121. Again, when you're getting a total, you add. 108 and 92 is 200. All right, there are 150 children at a summer camp. So that means 150 children in total. There's a total of 150. Where's the total for everybody that was surveyed? Total for table, all right. Total for table, it's always going to go here, 150. Okay. 71 signed up for swimming. Again, notice no other vocabulary, doesn't say anything about only, so this is total. So total and swim. So my row columns are swimming, no swimming, and total. And then you have canoeing, no canoeing, and total. So I want to go to swimming, and I'm going to keep going until I see the word total. That's right here. There were a total, so they already gave you that, of 62 children that signed up for canoeing. So this is going to be canoeing and total. So canoeing, and keep going till you see the row that says total, and that's the bottom one right here, and that's 62. And 28 of them. Well, who's them? Who are they talking about? Remember, it's always the same sentence. So that was canoeing. Also signed up for swimming. So this number represents not only canoeing, but it represents swimming. So that's going to kind of be like you're both canoeing and swimming. That's going to be your 28. All right, so let's quick get these numbers. Again, we want a number here. So that's going to be our subtraction. 62 minus 28 is going to be 34. I'm going to skip this one. I already have my total. So 150 minus 71 is going to give me my 79. Again, only add when you're finding a total. Now I got to go here on the rows. 28 plus something is 71. So I got to do my difference. 71 minus 28 is 43. 79 minus 34 is 45. 150 minus 62 is 88. And if we want to just even quick check those, 43 plus 45 is 88. Good. All right. Hopefully this is getting a little bit quicker. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video, try number 9 by yourself, and then come back and see how you did. All right, number 9, last one. It says 100 customers in a restaurant. So that means a total of hundreds. So total for the table, the whole entire table. Where does that 100 go? That's going to go right there. They were asked whether they like chicken or beef and whether they like rice or pasta. 30 customers liked rice. So it says out of 30 customers that liked rice. So again, it doesn't say that they only liked rice. So you assume total. So total for rice. So our row columns are rice, pasta, and total. So rice, I'm going to keep going till I see my total. Here's my total, and that's where the 30 is going to go. Okay, so that one's done. So 20 liked chicken. Well, who liked chicken? Who liked the chicken? Well, it's the people that were in the same sentence. So this is going to be rice and chicken. So rice and chicken. I'm noticing the numbers are always in the same spot, huh? It doesn't always happen. There were 60 customers that liked chicken. So it doesn't say anything about only or anything like that. So this is going to be 60 total. So it's total with chicken. So I go to my chicken and I go to my row that has the total, which is right here. It's always in the same spot. All right, so now I got to do your math. 60 minus 20 is 40. 100 minus 30 is 70. I can't figure out this one, so I'm going to go this row. 20 plus something is 30, so 30 minus 20 is 10. This is 70 minus 40 is 30. And again, just to show you, if you ever want to get a total, that's where you would add. 10 plus 30 is 40. It's when you're missing something that's not in the total, 100 minus 60, that's when you would subtract. All right, hopefully you got it right. Hopefully you understood this. Try your best with your homework. A little bit of it's multiple choice, a little bit is fill-in. And don't forget to post it on Google Classroom. If you have any questions, feel free to just shout out to me, okay? All right, have a great day.